The issue of the market is, first of all, the central market is a government program where the RCC's office is mandated to do monitoring and closely supervise the implementation of any government program. A few days ago, the woman member of parliament for Soroti City, the Honorable Alobo, sent me a WhatsApp message that she intends to meet vendors in the market at 2 p.m. I did not respond. She's a member of parliament, she's a leader elected, she's free to meet our people, to consult with the people, electorates. Unfortunately, I don't think the market was the right venue, because the market is a place where different colors of people come to buy and sell, and so I didn't advise, but I'm told she went to the market and used a radio in the market to communicate to our people. And to the best of my knowledge, there was no confusion, there was no curfew in the market. This morning, as I was moving out, I saw a vehicle with a public address system mobilizing people and vendors to have a meeting with the woman MP in Soroti Senior Secondary School. I also read it from Soroti Art that the meeting is taking place at 2. I didn't have any comment. I didn't do anything. I proceeded with other programs that were scheduled for today. I am shocked to hear from you now that I have blocked a meeting in Soroti Senior Secondary School. That is not true. First of all, I'm not the teacher of Soroti Senior Secondary School. I'm not a member of the school management committee. I was not even consulted by the woman member of parliament or the teacher about the same. So I didn't block, and I don't know about anything. Just like I said, the woman member of parliament is free to meet our constituents. But what's important is the venue. Yeah, so I didn't block. And then in as far as the market is concerned, a number of vendors raised a number of complaints to my office about the delayed allocations, double allocations, and then the high rates, issues of water, issues of electricity. So my office has been able to work closely with other stakeholders, namely the market vendors themselves, the vendors association, and then the city council. Now, on the issues of rates, I managed to convince the city authority to have a joint meeting with the vendors association to discuss and agree on the affordable rates. Unfortunately, that meeting took place on 14th, and it took place after the Market Act had been signed by the president. And specifically under the Market Act of 2023, Section 24, it states that the market rates shall be determined by the local authority in consultation with the minister. That means that section of the law pushes away the vendors from the negotiation table. But I made an attempt to have a negotiation so that the two parties agree. Number two, on the issue of water, when there was a strike in the market because of lack of water, I did rush to the market and called the manager of national water. And I told him, you cannot block water in this market because the vendors in their own way have paid this for this money for the water. And I told him I'm not leaving the market until I see water. The same to electricity. You remember the vendors came out and they started cutting meat at the gate 1. I did call the manager Umeme. We had a meeting and I told him to put Umeme back to the market. 3 days later, I promised the vendors that I will cause a meeting. And I did cause a meeting on 25th of May, where we sat and agreed on how to handle the issue of water and electricity. Now, what did we resolve? One, on electricity, we have removed the company called Pegasus that is collecting money from vendors and not giving the money to the city. We have removed it, and the city is supposed to get into an agreement with another company selected by Umeme, so that vendors now have meters, Yaka meters in every lockup, every section, where you pay and you get your power. If you don't pay, you will not get power. And the rest who have paid will get power. Number two, we have agreed with water that the National Water and State Corporation will take over the water management in the market. That means every section will have a meter from National Water. If that section does not pay, it means only that section does not have water. The rest of the sections in the market will have water. On the issue of rates, I've said the law now comes in to take its course, because now there's no negotiation. Section 24 explains it all. On the issue of double allocation, I held a meeting on the 3rd of May, the 3rd of March, in the market. The 7th of March, sorry, in the market, where the issues of double allocation was actually put to rest. Some people had been said to be having double allocations were actually proved to be innocent. It is true, some people have got 2 or 3 lockups, but in different names, totally different names. We were able to track some of them and recover the 5. We were able to track 5 lockups, which were actually made for the chicken section. We covered them and took them back to the chicken section. If you go to the market now, the chicken section is in charge of the cages, 86 cages, and the 5 lockups for value addition. We have had smaller, minor conflicting information. For example, there are people whom we arrested, and these people are people who broke into the lockups recently, around March or February, like that. We prosecuted them successfully, and they pleaded in court to be pardoned by the city. The city pardoned them. The court told them to vacate the lockup. They vacated. Now, the same lockups had been allocated to some people. And these people, when I came back from Kampala, I got a petition in my office saying, look, we are vendors registered in 2010 and 2016. 2, we are allocated these lockups. 3, we are paid for 10 months, but we are not accessing these lockups. So I had a meeting on a Friday with the city authorities, and we agreed that they should access this facility the next day. Saturday, I was in the market to supervise entry. And thereafter, this people entered that they are doing business normally. I am shocked that the woman member of parliament, instead of looking at service delivery in a broader perspective, looking at roads, electricity, water, health facilities, schools, she has narrowed her mind to one issue, the market. And all of 2 months now, she's talking about the market, and about RCC. It's very unfortunate. I want to advise that our leaders should look at service delivery in a broader perspective. 2, our leaders should know that there are other stakeholders in this city that matter and that need to be worked with. They need to work with us. If there are issues that the woman MP has discovered in the market, there's nothing that blocks her from consulting with the RCC, the mayor, and the city clerk. Say, I want to have a meeting with you. I've got the petitions from the vendors. We have a meeting. She explains to us. We explain to her. But the habit of mobilizing and inciting vendors against other stakeholders will not work. The minister will be on 20th and 21st, and we shall all be present to talk about the market. And I can assure you the minister is coming to actualize the Market Act, but also to listen to these petty issues. We are here to solve problems, not to perpetuate problems as leaders. So I want to appeal to all the leaders, both elected and appointed in Soroti City, that there is a need for unity in order for us to ensure there is effective and efficient service delivery in Soroti City. The idea of pulling others down, blackmailing, cannot work. Thank you.